What's going on, everybody? It's New Year's Eve, Saturday morning, and I am behind on my green chess moves because, as you can see, I totally neglected my moves yesterday. I got one day ago, so you won't see this too often in this channel. I usually stay on top of them, but as it turns out, yesterday was Friday, and I was just living it up, so now it's time to get caught up. Fortunately, I think you get 2 weeks between moves, so in fact, we can kind of find out by going down here, down the list, and see how I got these games that are still going, but it's been over a week and 8 days ago. It's still their turn, so you can actually go over. You can actually go over a week. Let's see here. We got 2 weeks ago, so yeah, you can actually go quite a while without making a move. Let me see how long ago are these? Yeah, so once you get far enough back here, then the games have to have results because they're beyond 2 weeks. So, but there are some games here that say 2 weeks ago. I think they're rounding up. So, like, after 10 days, maybe it just rounds up to 2 weeks. But that's where you start to see it. 2 weeks, there's people that are just like either the games are over and they were over normally, or the games ended because someone lost on time. And as I was scrolling down here, you'll see there's some games that I haven't looked at yet, but they're over because someone never moved. So let's check it out. Here, this person never moved. Okay. No one ever moved in this one. Come on, Felipe, wake up. This guy never moved. And then this game, actually it looks like, oh, okay, there's a resignation, got declined, and then the guy just timed out. Like, you won't let me resign? Fine, I just won't move, ever. There's a nobody, who's obviously a nobody because he doesn't move. Okay, so now we're playing actual moves. We're back. We're done with, I think that finishes out all the games that had no moves. So, just to kind of take stock here, see how it says 12 up there? So originally I think it said next 17 or something like that. So I had like 5 games where nobody moved. So that's kind of annoying. Okay, so I like to start out with my one-on-one games. Typically they're a little easier. There's no guarantees this one will be easier because I know these games with Googleplex have been kind of complex. So I guess I remember he could play that queen there and then I could just come at him with my knight. So I'm just going to play knight up. That'll attack his queen. He'll have to back off of the battery. He's not really making much of a threat, right? His queen is x-raying my knight over on, what's that, b5? So I can bring my knight up. Actually, the reason why I like it, though, is it puts another attacker on that pawn right here. So if I go knight to here, that's going to add an attacker. It's basically like a little fork, right? So let's see, right now he has 1, 2, 3 defenders. I have 1, 2, 3, and that'll be 4 attackers, so I can actually take it. So I'm going to play knight here. Then whatever he plays, I should be able to take with the knight. He takes with the knight, I take with the bishop, he takes with the bishop, and I take with my battery of rooks. There is that x-ray on that knight, but I don't see that being a problem. He's going to have to back off with the queen. Let's see, not too many places for the queen to even go. He almost has to go back here, so he won't be x-raying me unless he goes there. The only place he could x-ray my knight is by going there. So it doesn't seem like there's much concern there. I should be able to win a pawn. Looks optimistic. Now the Knight Rider game. So I don't know if you want to say I'm down or up, but we exchanged one of my rooks for one of his Knight Riders. On the smaller board, I don't know. You could probably argue that the rook is better than the Knight Rider. But on a bigger board, I would take a Knight Rider pretty much every single time. So I don't know what to do here. Probably just put an extra guard on this pawn. I'm just going to overprotect the B pawn. Okay, see now, I wonder, that might actually do it. I do have one more, only one more one-on-one move, which is kind of insane. but it's with GothicChessInventor, and I'm playing against Ed Trice. And I actually am not going to make a move in this video, or maybe not for a little while, because Ed wants me to really bring my A game, so I'm going to be doing everything I can to play my very best there. And he said he's going to be really upset if I don't. So can't let Ed down. I got to do my best. Okay, so I'm going to take my time on that one. I usually have what we call movitis, where I just have to move right away. So if you've been watching these videos, you've probably seen like, wow, he just moves a lot and fast. Well, it's because, for one thing, there's no ratings, so I don't have a lot of ego attached to these games. And these days, I don't even really worry about my rating all that much anymore. So let's see. You know what I need to do? I need to kick that knight out of the way. So I think this knight's just got to go. He's got to go. Let's see, what were the last couple moves? Let's check. So he had gone there, and I went there with the bishop. You see, I really wish that knight weren't in the way, or I could take this pawn over here. But that's not going to happen. Okay, so I'm going to kick this knight out. He's got to go. That's 3-player. We got another 3-player. Now, 3-player chess is very popular in green chess. And I like it myself, so I play a lot of these games. Okay, so red's not doing anything to me. Okay, yes, when I bumped that pawn up in front of my king, I think my idea was to go queen here in front of the king so I could potentially castle queenside. Let's see, now I like to save my 4 players for last, so I still have a few 3 players. Let's do 3 circular. These guys are ganging up on me. Look at that. Every single move in this entire game has been to kick my butt. Now, why would they do that? Why do you think they would come after me? You guys have any theories? I've got a theory, but I'll let you guys come up with your own. Okay, so 3 circular. Yep. So black couldn't take my bishop because he would have hung his queen, so he had to take white's bishop. That's good news for me because I got to eat a black rook and watch black eat a white bishop. So my position's just improving, and I haven't really done a whole lot this game except just eat pieces, so that's cool. Or I guess I ate a pawn and a rook, to be precise. So really my bishop is kind of safe in a way, because I don't know if I really need to back off, but I probably will anyway. Oh look, I could eat a white pawn, but I'll bet you it's attacked by somebody else too, yeah, so I'm just going to back off with I don't want to trade if I can help it. And I really don't want my bishop to get trapped. Okay, so I guess that's it for the 3 players and the 2 players, so we're on to the 4 players. This game's kind of crazy. Oh yeah, I think, is this the one where you hung a bishop? And they were like, what are you doing? So look at this, in this game, actually it looks like this game's going to end in a checkmate. Yeah, I think, well no, because blue will have to run his king. So my partner red is bringing his queen out. I'm going to take this free bishop. And then I'll show you in the comments, we were like, what are you doing? So Googleplex, one of the opponents, said, why? And I was like, I know, right? Why? And then the guy who dropped the bishop, he's like, because stupid, oof. So here we go. Just take the bishop. There. It's free. Alright, that was easy. We got, 5 more games? Not 6, because I'm not playing the Gothic chess move against Ed. Not until I take some time to really think about it. Really, really think about it. Okay, yep, so good news here is my partner did not get checkmated right away. I brought my knight out. Let me just see for a second if they missed a checkmate. No, I guess they wouldn't have technically missed a checkmate, but okay, so watch this. I want to show you guys something really cool in double chess. Yellow could have taken here, and then I don't know what I would have done with a knight, but this bishop could have come out here and guarded, and then blue would have had to run the king to d7. I could have got real interesting. The flip side of that is I could have put my knight here and kind of forked them, but because they each get a move, I don't think that actually would have hurt them. They would have just run away with the queen and run away with the bishop, and blue would be running away with his king. Okay, so where were we? Okay, so what am I going to do here? Yeah, I think my next move is just going to be to bump this pawn up so I can start doing stuff with my bishops and that kind of thing. Okay, that's double chess. Now we got four-handed. This is four-handed too, so I'm actually partners with the guy to my right and not across from me. So it's a completely different game. I don't have to worry about getting attacked over here. So, alright, I don't want this guy to get his rook out, so I'm going to push this pawn so that his rook is still stuck back there. I guess that's about it. Pretty simple move. Okay, so four-handed chess can be kind of tricky. That one was pretty straightforward because it's so early in the game. Okay, so this game is getting nuts. got a bunch of decent players here. Okay, so now red's got to deal with the threat on his knight, but I've got to deal with red hitting my bishop. Not sure what to do there. Alright, so I'm going to back off with this bishop to here. Whoop. I'm hitting that knight, so at least it's something. I don't really have anything exciting to do there. I'm just trying to help blue with his attack on red. Now here's four circular chess. This game can get really interesting. It looks just plain weird at first, but it turns out that there's a lot of excitement that happens. Sometimes you can get a really good attack going really early. I was trying to get my queen out there with my little queen's gambit thing. So now yellow is attacking blue's rook. And I don't really want blue to have to spend a lot of time worrying about his rook right away, so I need to figure out a way to stop that if I can help it. But then again, this is a moment where a double attack isn't necessarily that big of a problem for blue. It's when, if red were attacking something and blue had to defend against that, but he's also got to deal with his rook from yellow, that's tough. So, push the pawn and sacrifice it. So I think I'll just sacrifice a pawn. Pawns aren't really a big deal, right? I'm just going to throw away a pawn. So yellow can eat a pawn and whatever. I don't care because I'm saving blue the trouble of having to worry about his rook for a minute. Okay, so here, yeah, this game, I think this is a game where we're completely fried. No hope in this one. We should probably just resign. Green hung half his pieces over there, and I was hanging in there, but it wasn't going great. Alright, so I'm just, I've got nothing to do here. See, I can't really do much of anything. Can I start an attack on yellow or red? Really can't do anything to red. Can I start an attack on yellow? Not really. There's not enough pieces. Can't even think of a good cheap shot attack here. So, I guess I'll just push this pawn here and then I can push that one next. Okay, so that might be it. Okay, that's it, guys. I'm going to save that move against Ed Trice for another time. And so Saturday morning green chess is caught up for now. I'm sure it won't be long before we're doing another one of these videos talking about more green chess moves coming in. Saturdays are interesting because Fridays tend to be dead. That's why you didn't really see too many, I missed moves yesterday, but it didn't make a huge difference. But today, Saturdays can be kind of insane. They can either be boring or there's two or three people that get on here and play a lot of moves. Maybe you can even get a real-time game going. Okay, well, that's about it for this time. So make sure to like and subscribe and share this video and put some comments down below. Say something nice or let us know what variants you want to see in the next one. And so we will see you in the next video.